Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Whistle. I'm your host, Jackson James, and thank you for joining me today. It's been a minute, but we're back. Just depressed after that Cowboys lost in the playoffs, and I didn't feel like uploading, so I'm back. But let's get started. Let's hop into episode 4 of The Whistle. Let's get back into it. So, the Super Bowl is coming up on us. First, we got the Pro Bowl, but the Super Bowl, biggest event in the world on television. And you got two first-time quarterbacks being Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow going off in LA. And it'll be interesting to see how each coach manipulates their team for victory. I think Sean McVay is a clearly better head coach than Zach Taylor of the Bengals. But he's made it to a Super Bowl, so he's proved everybody that he can take his team to a Super Bowl. And we'll see how both geniuses, even though Zach Taylor is from Sean McVay's tree, how they'll go up against each other. In terms of a prediction, I'm going to save that for my Super Bowl pre-show. I'm going to be going over all sorts of bets on that show, the coin flip, or like props, like everything Super Bowl is going to be on the pre-show. I'm going to try to get that out on either Thursday or Friday, give you like a couple days to watch that before the Super Bowl, and that's just going to be a really fun video all about the Super Bowl. Moving on to the second biggest highlight of this week is Tom Brady retired, the GOAT of football, the head of football. Now you think of football, you think of NFL football, you think of Tom Brady. He retired, and not only did he retire, but Big Ben retired. I don't think we can overshadow Big Ben's career just because of how great Tom Brady was. Big Ben is a Hall of Fame quarterback, and this Hall of Fame class has just gotten a lot better with both of those quarterbacks. But if Aaron Rodgers were to retire this season, or this offseason, this would be one of the greatest Hall of Fame classes of all time. Of all time. It would be 2027. That class would be absolutely stacked, so it'd be really interesting to see how if Aaron Rodgers retires or not. His whole offseason, what team, that'll be another video. Just because it's so much to decipher. There's so many little things. There's so many different teams you could go to. So that's way too. If I had to predict right now off no knowledge, I saw that he might stay in Green Bay, Colts, whatever. He probably goes to Denver, maybe. I really don't have any clue. I haven't done any of the research. And for that video, I will be doing some research so I can give you guys a good insight, and hopefully I can get a good prediction on that one. Moving off of players getting retired, we have the Pro Bowl. And I think the Pro Bowl is one of the most lackadaisical events that the NFL puts on. The difference between that, the Pro Bowl is like the All-Star game, right? But the problem with the Pro Bowl is that it's at the end of the season, and you have two Super Bowl teams that players can't participate because they're preparing for the Super Bowl, which, trust me, I don't think they care. They much rather play in the Super Bowl. But there's a lot of things to change, and I will be doing that in another upcoming video of how to fix the Pro Bowl. I just want to get these out to you guys, so I force myself to really produce these videos for you guys. And I think the Super Bowl pre-show is a fun one, and so is the Pro Bowl, because it's kind of just my own idea. It's not like it's going to happen, but I think it could give some good insight to the NFL how to fix their Pro Bowl game. But let's actually get into these rosters real quick. Headlining the games, obviously Tom Brady is not playing. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. So you got Tom Brady, Kyler Murray, and Kirk Cousins. Oh, my apologies. Rodgers and Brady aren't playing. So you got Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, and Russell Wilson. I don't know how Kirk Cousins is a Pro Bowler, but Dak Prescott was offered a position as a quarterback to play for the NFC, but he declined to rest his body for the offseason. And I completely agree with that. This game does not matter. Who cares about Pro Bowls? It's all about all pros, so Dak, rest up. Headlining the running backs, you got James Conner and Alvin Kamara. Two great running backs, nothing much to say. And then going down to receivers, you got Mike Evans, Deebo Samuel, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb. It's just insights, just seeing who starts. But when you compare that to the offensive side of the AFC, you got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and there's one more. And Mac Jones. Shout out to Mac Jones. Like, people saying he doesn't deserve it, but like, he had a great season. But it's kind of also in that same boat as Kirk Cousins. Like, excuse me, but do they really deserve it? I don't know. Going on to the running backs, you have Nick Chubb and Najee Harris, I don't know if Jonathan Taylor's playing. It's not saying he's not or he is, but Najee Harris is replacing Joe Mixon. And I think the NFC has the clear better running backs in this one, just because Najee had a great year, but he kind of wasn't really, he was given the opportunities to succeed, and he didn't really necessarily succeed in my eyes in terms of an elite running back, but it's the Pro Bowl. It's not an all-pro, so it doesn't really matter. Going down the receivers, you have Tyreek Hill, who's not playing, but he was at the Pro Bowl, whatever, so I don't understand. Then you got Jamar Chase, who's out because of the Super Bowl. You got Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Deontay Johnson, who is replacing Chase in the game. So I think Tyreek Hill is playing. Maybe that just indicates starter. I would assume so. So you got some of the offensive players. In terms of AFC defense, you got highlights of Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Chris Jones, TJ Watt, Joey Bosa. Linebackers being Darius Leonard, J.C. Jackson, Xavier Howard, Denzel Ward. I'm just reading this straight off the screen. Pretty stout teams. And then going to the NFC defense, you got Nick Bosa. So both Bosa brothers are in the Pro Bowl, as they should. They're really good players. Aaron Donald, Jonathan Allen. Outside linebackers being Chandler Jones and Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn, former Cowboy, former Dolphin, whatever, had an amazing year. So he definitely deserves it, and he is a starter, so good for him. Linebackers, you got one of the best players on defense, Micah Parsons and Bobby Wagner. Hopefully Micah can take some pointers from Bobby to really take that step forward in terms of the middle linebacker spot, because that's what Bobby played. Then you got the corners, which I think this is an absolute stout group. First off, you got starters such as Trayvon Diggs and Jalen Ramsey, but Jalen Ramsey's not playing because of the Super Bowl. So you got Darius Slay and Marshawn Lattimore. And then you got safety, Quandre Diggs and Anton Winfield Jr. And then you probably got the most important person on the NFC team being the punter, Brian Anger, punter for the Dallas Cowboys. Our Pro Bowl punter. Let's go. But no. Yeah, so I just want to point out those rosters just because I think the Pro Bowl at the concept is a really good show, but just as a whole is very lackadaisical just because you have players like Cooper Kupp, like Cooper Kupp and Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. I don't know if Joe Burrow was a Pro Bowler, but missing the game because they have to play, right? So I think if they change it up depending on everything to really get all the players involved, I think that could be really good and really fun and great for the fans, because the Pro Bowl is really for the fans, not so much the players. So that's kind of where I'm coming at from that. Moving on to not football stuff, the Olympics are starting, the Winter Olympics in Beijing 2022. Pretty much the only person I know from this is Shaun White. Hopefully he brings back the gold. If you guys want me to do some coverage on the Olympics, I'll happily do that, because I actually want to get into that. Just watch the opening ceremony, and it was long, but it was interesting seeing each country's different culture in terms of their athletes. And yeah, so that's all it for the Olympics. Please tell me what I love watching bobsledding. Bobsledding is one of the more interesting ones. Figure skating is always interesting. Snowboarding. I think Winter Olympics, in terms of skill, could just be it takes more time to train, I think, than Summer Olympics. I could be wrong. I'm an amateur. I don't know anything about Winter or Summer Olympics really, except basketball and whatever. But like that's why I like the winter just a little bit more than summer, because when summer all I watch is basketball. Meanwhile in winter I watch like bobsledding, figure skating, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's today's episode of The Whistle. Just wanted a quick one out. I just want to pump out these episodes for you guys and just see where my head's at in terms of sports. So like I said, you get the Super Bowl pre-show you should be looking out for, and I might title that The Whistle. I might just be like Super Bowl pre-show, The Whistle, episode 5, I think that would be. And then you got how to fix the Pro Bowl, which I'm going to upload probably after the Super Bowl, probably during the off season, because I think that's an anytime video really. But that'll be the next one. Other than my Whistle post Super Bowl, which I just go over the Super Bowl, look at the next season, and all that fun stuff. And then, all jacked up, the main channel is officially going to get started. Gaming live streams, all that fun stuff should be starting up here shortly. And one excited thing I'm about to announce is J&G's Movie Adventure. Me and my girlfriend Gianna are going to be starting our little movie podcast / reaction series, and that's going to be fun. If you guys have any movies or TV shows you want us to react to, leave those in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and like. Tell me what I can improve on. Tell me what I did good on. And all of you have a great day, and thank you for watching. See ya.